Welcome to aminacademy.com and questions how, why and what. In that we'll discuss about what are the difference between love and infatuation. Infatuation is a deep sense of connection mainly based on the idealization of someone else. I can feel intense, passionate and beyond reason. Many may refer to it as a love at first sight. But love, on the other hand, may be less oblivious to another person's shortcomings or incompatibilities. It exists despite those. Love also looks to celebrate differences and build a connection that allows both people to thrive as individuals. It may require intentional work and effort from each partner to come together in disagreement to work towards a mutual goal. Love is a choice. The difference between infatuation versus love is often one of assumption versus reality. With infatuation, there is usually a connection. You usually have at least one thing in common, but the high it creates for someone is based usually on a fantasy that we have created about the person. An idealized version of them, explains the experts. Perfection and individuality. Infatuation can lead you to see someone as flawless or ideal despite evidence of differences. Love, on the other hand, has identified and acknowledged differences as individuality, accepting the partner as a whole. Now, let us discuss about further detail about what are the difference between love and infatuation. Infatuation is when you find somebody who is absolutely perfect. Love is when you realize that they are not and it does not matter. While both love and infatuation involves strong feelings of attraction, infatuation is a passionate, often short-lived and idealized feeling, while love is a deeper, more enduring emotion built on understanding and connections. Infatuation. Intense and passionate. Infatuation is characterized by a strong, almost overwhelming attraction, often with a focus on physical appearance and idealized qualities. It's a short-lived. These feelings can come on quickly and fade just as rapidly, often lacking the depth and stability of love. Idealist view. Infatuation often involves seeing the other person as perfect, overlooking their flaws and weakness. Superficial. Infatuation can be based on a superficial level of connection, focusing on the spark rather than a deeper understanding of the person. Obsessive. Infatuation can sometimes involve an unhealthy level of obsession and preoccupation with other person. But love, deep and enduring. Love is a more profound and sustained emotion that develops over time with through shared experiences and intimacy based on understanding. Love involves a genuine appreciation for a person's character, strength and weakness, acceptance of flaws. Love accepts the persons for who they are, including their imperfections. Intimacy and connection. Love fosters a deep sense of connection and intimacy built on trust, respect, and shared values. Commitment. Love often involves a commitment to the relationship and well being of the other person. Now, we will discuss further detail about infatuation versus love. Infatuation is romance. Infatuation is a romance and sex rolled into one colossal high. Infatuation is about idealizing romantic love. Real love accepts the good, bad, and ugly. Infatuation is often superficial and obsessive. Love encourages deep understanding and mutual goals. Many of us have fallen madly in love, or what we thought was love. It's sure to happen at least once in your life. It's not many times. It's that feeling like no other of being swept away on a magic carpet ride into the sunset with this one very special person. Your heart beats faster when you are rounding around them, or even just thinking about them. Life seems so exciting, so full of joy. Our beloved is like no other, and when you are with them, you are like no other. The world is a beautiful place. You know this feeling will go on forever. But time goes by and life happens. Eventually, infatuation evolves into something else. That something could be love, or it could just stay infatuation for a while before it finally fizzles out and dies. To shed more light on the difference between love and infatuation, we turn to the research of Helen Fisher and her team, who have found that romantic love exists as three categories: just lust, attraction, and attachment. The specific set of hormones is assigned to each of these categories. Lust has to do with sexual gratification and is governed by the sex hormones of testosterone and estrogen. Attraction governed by dopamine, norepinephrine, and serotonin is tied to reward behavior, which explains why the beginning of the love relationship is so exciting and all consuming. Then there is attachment governed by oxytocin. There are five ways to help you recognize the understanding the huge difference between infatuation and authentic love. First, biology is a key factor. The hormones makes us feel amazing. We feel fulfilled with another attractive and attracted, powerful in our beliefs that this person and relationship is the one to last forever. If it's love, these initial feelings may lessen too, but the neurotransmitters tied to attach will kick in, and what will emerge is a desire to bond, to want to be close, and to share life experiences. Fantasy versus reality. When we are infatuated, everything looks wonderful and perfect, even though we know life is not perfect and often not wonderful. When we are in the state of heightened emotion, it seems as if everything is right as it is and that nothing can be wrong. In reality, life is what it is, with no sugar coating, a good, bad, and ugly. Love accepts what is rather than what you want it to be. In love, our partner not only becomes the object of our desire, but a trusted, dear friend. In authentic love, there are shared values, hopes, and dreams. Superficial versus deep. When we have infatuated, the emphasis is on what we think makes us most attractive. The way we look, dress, behave. We may be holding back for fear that if we showed parts of ourselves we don't care for, our partner might be turned off. Love accepts everything about the one we love, including all their faults and flaws. Love knows that none of us is perfect, that we are all working in progress. Love supports, encourages, and nurtures the one we love. Authentic love encompasses honesty and trust. Obsession versus let to be. Infatuation is another way of saying we are in love within an ideal or idea versus the real thing. One may become infatuated that they think about the other person all day, totally consumed by them or thoughts of them when they are not there. Infatuated can foster insecurity. Love allows for feeling completely at ease to be who you are at your core and accepts who you are without judgment or condition. Love is not just about how you feel for another, but just as importantly, if not maybe more so, love in a relationship supports you to express your love in everything you do. A loving relationship is the fertile ground for becoming a fully loving person. Addicted to love versus finding peace in love. Then there is those relationship in a class all their own. They may start off the same way as other relationship, but their evolution is quite different. However, when real life imposes itself as it just must, they are sure they got it wrong and go on the next romantic relationship where the inevitable high happens and then fades. If infatuation is all they really experience, they may never get to the love part with its ups and downs, trims and disappointments, difficulties and rewards. If you are looking for love at its best and fullest, then buyer beware it in situations like this. While romance is beautiful, that alone won't sustain a relationship over time. So far, we discussed some interesting topics like what's the difference between love and infatuation. We have done. Please subscribe our YouTube channel.